It was nice actually yesterday to see the government issuing its 5-stage plan for the reopening of theatres, and I thought, well, 5-stage plans are very good, aren't they, as a structure for moving forward, making progress, and obviously staying alert and stuff. So I thought I'd put together a 5-point plan for the reopening of my hair to the public. So I've got my 5-point plan all drawn up on my lovely Iron Man post-it notes. So I don't have a fag packet to hand, unfortunately, which I know is the accepted kind of method for this. But anyway, step 1 for relaunching my hair to the public, possibly a socially distanced haircut in the back garden using a mobile hairdresser. Now, normally I'd engage the services of Mad Jenny from round the corner, a brilliant hairdresser, but a little unwell at the moment. She was down in Bournemouth recently. Came back with a persistent dry cough. No idea where that came from, to be honest. But possibly a bit of an infection risk. I thought if we were in the garden and she was at a distance of at least 2 meters, she could use some really, really long scissors, or possibly some shears, or maybe even some kind of buzzsaw to mitigate the risk. It might be possible to sterilise the buzzsaw for added personal protection. But in general, I think the risk is too high. There's risk of stabbing, inadvertent impalement, and possible actual decapitation. Now, my granddad used to say to me, he said a lot of things, actually, many of them racist. Completely racist. But one thing he did say, which was very useful, and I've carried it with me to this day, and in fact this very moment, he used to say to me, if you can lose your head, Nige, whilst all others around you are keeping theirs, you shouldn't have given Mad Jenny that buzzsaw. Step 2, again, Iron Man post-it, very, very essential tool in this process. I wait for hairdressing salons to reopen following further easing of lockdown. Now, that might make sense, but personally, I live in quite a small village. There's like 1 hairdresser's here, and I don't particularly relish the idea of standing in a not particularly socially distanced queue with at least 600 other Yetis, many of whom have persistent dry coughs on account of them having been down at Bournemouth with Mad Jenny this week. Step 3, this is the gift that keeps on giving. This one, I buy online or I borrow a set of hair clippers from a family member, close friend, or desperate, a complete stranger. I'm really not that fussy at the moment, and cut own hair with the clippers, or get a family member to do it for me. Now, I've been on Amazon. There are no hair clippers to be found. The earliest anticipated delivery date, according to Amazon Optimus Prime, is August 2063. Apparently, they've got a little bit of a rush on with hair clippers. I could borrow a set from Mad Uncle Dave. He's got a set of hair clippers. He's not using them at the moment because he recently got a haircut down in Bournemouth. They'd set up a mobile hairdressing thing on a beach. Anyway, he came back with a lovely crop and a persistent dry cough. Step 4, looking good so far. Let hair grow long, actually. Completely forego the need for haircut. Use styling products in attempt to zhuzh up my look. Yeah, that'd be good. Wear accompanying clothes. T-shirts just a little bit too tight for me. Skinny jeans with just a hint of buttock above the waistline, and not those jeans that are cropped too short at the bottom. I'm not a tosser. But generally, look to re-establish myself as a modern middle-aged fashion icon, geek chic being the kind of basis for the overall ensemble. As I used to be a fashion icon, even as no, I wasn't. I was never a fashion icon. The kids used to bully me desperately. My dad regularly used to give me a bowl cut. Bowl cut from Dad, option 4. Option 4, supplemental. Dad can't come over, not very well. Apparently in Bournemouth this week, got a persistent dry cough. Well, it's been completely emosh. I'm really choked up about this experience. I've got option 5 in front of me. I thought I'd finish with a strong one, but unfortunately I then wrote option 5, which is rubbish. It's a bit like option 2. I wait for the salon in the village to reopen, but I leave it 6 months. So I don't sort of go in day 1 after it's reopened following lockdown. I wait 6 months and then I'm front of the queue. All is fine and dandy. Problem is I then have to grow my hair for a further 6 months. which might be a little bit uncomfortable and a little bit strange, and I might just feel a little bit grotty. But you know, contingency plans, I could borrow Uncle Dave's clippers or get Dad to give me a bowl cut on the presumption that Uncle Dave and Dad are both recovered from COVID. Or Mad Jenny might also be back in the game once her persistent dry cough has cleared, and on the presumption that she makes no further trips to Bournemouth. So